Good evening, traveler, and welcome to the Penumbra. Tonight's tale is The Priestess's Fortune.
Captain Caroline! Oh. Captain, please!
Ugh. Who has the damned nerve to... Oh, it's you.
Captain, oh saints, am I glad you woke up?
If they were going to send a guard to wake me, they could have at least sent one of the good ones.
Well, first, ow, but second, nobody actually sent me, and that's why I'm here.
Nobody sent you. And so you thought, Sir Talafine,
Talfrin,
that after
but...
months of endless failure in my guard, months of letting every monstrous marmot and mollusk slip through your fingers...
Well, but I mean, sewer squids are a really important part of the Citadel's natural ecosystem, so it wouldn't be sustainable
You thought that now, during the few hours I allot myself for sleep, was the time for you to, what, ask for a promotion? Or did you have a bad dream in the middle of the night, Sir Taffy?
Honestly, just Tal would be fine if you're having trouble with
Yes, I know your name. Just spit out what you're trying to say and stop wasting my time.
Yes, Captain. It's about Sir Angelo, and it's really, really important.
What about him? He's guarding that little thing, isn't he?
Sir Angelo is missing, Captain, and he might be dead. But can I tell you about it in your room? Because reasons I can explain, but they'll take a while.
Yes. Yes, I think you should come in.
Oh, thank you so much.
Go on, then. Quickly.
He sent a letter. I was on guard duty in the, in the stables.
There's no patrol route through the stables.
Yeah, which never seemed fair to me, because then the horses get lonely. Horses don't sleep through the night, so that's a lot of hours just standing around.
Never mind. I shouldn't have interrupted you, for my own sake. Stay on task.
Okay, I was in the stables, and I noticed that Porthos, Angelo's biggest horse, he was gone. And then I heard galloping outside, and there was Porthos, all by himself, and he had a letter tucked in his bridle. From Sir Angelo.
And it said?
Oh, a bunch of things, Captain. It took me a minute to figure it all out because Sir Angelo, his handwriting's not good, and neither is his spelling. And I'm not sure he knows about, lowercase letters.
No.
He went to Milltown to stop the Kite, and he said the Kite is way stronger than he thought, that he was going to try to duel him to buy some time, but he was pretty sure he wasn't going to win.
That can't be right.
But that's...
Angelo is incapable of predicting he might fail. Just last month, he held up hope of winning a duel with me for 3 days after I beat him. Buy some time. Buy time for what?
That's the other big thing, Captain. He said the Kite was... At sundown, the Kite's going to burn Milltown to the ground, and then... Then he's going to come kill the Queen, Captain. And Angelo said the Kite knows exactly where the Queen's secret chambers are.
What? That's impossible. Unless a knight told him. A traitor. Hand me the letter.
I can't.
I am your superior officer, and more importantly, I could reduce you to a pile of blood and bruises in 10 seconds. Give me the damned letter.
I can't, Captain. That's why we had to talk in your chambers, because... Well, as soon as I got the letter, I knew I should go straight to you, so I did. But Captain Absalon, I was running so fast I woke him up, and he stopped me.
That oaf. He has the letter, then?
Yes, but he's...
Convenient. He was first on my list of possible traitors to begin with. I'll take it back and have his head on a spike by morning. You're dismissed.
Captain Caroline, no!
Captain Caroline! Hello? Are you in there?
Shh!
I didn't even say...
Shh!
Wakey, wakey, Carrie! Apologies for the early hour, but I and a few of my men have a lot of questions we think we should ask you.
Absalon's brought nearly 20 men with him. Armed men.
That's what I was trying to tell you. Captain Absalon had the same idea you did about a traitor, except he might have said foreign traitor.
Or was that a lot of men and a few questions? Never had much of a head for numbers. Open up and let's find out, shall we?
That idiot. Give me your dagger.
My what?
I'll do it myself then.
Hey, wait! Well, why did you cut yourself?
For the same reason I'm about to do this.
Ow!
She has someone in there. Men, get ready to beat down that door!
There that I should blacken nicely. Now, repeat after me.
What are you doing?
It's called plausible deniability, and either you participate in it or they hang you as soon as they're done with me. Now repeat what I say, but shout it. Get back here, you!
Get back here, you!
Help! Help! She's getting away!
Who is?
Say it!
Oh! Help! Help! She's getting away!
Be strong, man. We're coming for you. Ah!
Good. I'll send a pigeon to you within the hour. You are to keep me regularly apprised of the situation in the Citadel.
Where are you going?
To find the only knight who may be able to clear my name, if he's still alive.
It's loose on its bolts now. What
Farewell.
more?
Captain Absalom! She's getting away!
Get back here.
All rules, but the most important one of all. Then the knight should not stand idle.
You're just one of a kind, little Olala. And if scarcity creates value, which it does, there is nothing more valuable than one of a kind.
Must it be spoken in the same breath as any mention of both human and monster? Is our violence...
Listen to me, hatchling, and listen well. Creatures in our position cannot afford to let our guards down against humans like that, no matter how kind they seem.
Miles ago, just to talk to him. If you need something, she can make it.
I will speak with you, and this I swear.
Where am I? Oh, it's all right. I am just in my bedroom. Only a bad dream, Olala. It was only a bad dream. But what was it about? Why can't I remember? Why should it be strange that we are in our own chambers, Tail? Where else does one arrive after a bad dream? Perhaps we ought to check. See? There's no cause for alarm. We are just where we should be. Red trees and swinging mice and tombstones. We are home, in the Garden of Graves. What were our nightmares about? I'm not sure what you mean, Tail. I don't recall having any nightmares. Why am I standing by the window? Oh no, Tail! Look what just fell out of my robes! Tile's cards. The thought stream. Oh no, we are in very big trouble this day. I fear that you may be correct, Tail. We must have walked off with them after asking Tile to tell our fortune. Oh no. I don't want to be a thief. Do you think that this is what that strange skull card meant? Is that the card for terrible thieves who will never be forgiven? Then we cannot delay a moment. We must reunite Tile and her cards immediately. There. We shall secret Tile's cards into our robes, and none will be the wiser. Now, quickly, Tail, before the abbess spots us. It's everyone. All of my sisters. Everyone is here.
Oh, Lala. So you're finally awake, are you? I rang the bell nearly an hour ago, and here you are. Oh, Lala. Why are you crying?
I don't know, Sister Bole. I don't...
Oh. It's all right, little one. Everything is all right.
Sister Bole, is that Olala with you?
It is Abbess, but she seems very upset.
What in death's name? Hush, dear. Hush now. Breathe deeply and tell us what is wrong.
I am not upset, Abbess. I'm just very, very happy. And I don't know why.
I have never seen her like this.
A night's poor rest, I should imagine. Take my hand, dear. Let's feed you some breakfast, The world always feels more right after a warm meal.
Yes, Abbess.
Well, let's see if the ex-investigator general remembers how to investigate. My queen. Then something bootlickingly polite. I'll write that later. I have been accused of a crime I did not commit. Assembled here are my notes of the case, to prove my innocence categorically. Should you accept them without question, I may consider accepting your apology. Ah, and a note for myself. I will be paying for neither the window I broke nor the horse I stole. It's always liked me more than Absalon anyway. There. Oh, shut up. I followed the tracks left by Angelo's horse to a clearing near Milltown. I believe this clearing to be the location where Sir Angelo and the Kite did battle. Blood marks the grass here. A great pool of it has settled by the western side in what appear to be footprints. Sir Angelo's footprints. There are several sets of them, but of course his are deepest. They enter the clearing from the east, and then his footprints never leave. Just a long streak of blood and disrupted grass, like a body dragged away. My notes. I'd nearly forgotten. Magic has certainly been worked here as well. Some blades of grass appear to have lost their proper shape, melted or mutated by the runoff of impossible powers. The Kites, presumably. There is a large mound of upturned earth close to the clearing's center. It looks a bit like a grave. I will have it investigated at a later date. Angelo's tracks come nowhere near it, and so it seems highly unlikely that... Hang on. To Sir Caroline from Sir Angelo. A second letter, with proof positive of many subjects, including exactly where I went after my duel with the Kite, whether or not I am dead, and how many presents the working knight should give her wife each week. You have 3 seconds to exit that envelope before I run it through with my sword. 3, 2...
All right, I'm coming. Meanie.
I have told you not to interfere with my work.
Oh, boo. Don't be boring.
You've been spying on me again, haven't you? What if I had presented that letter to the Queen, What if...
Oh, then she'd open it up and find the most beautiful woman she's ever seen, instead of some stinky letter. I really don't see the problem here, babe.
You do not interfere with my work.
Well, then when am I supposed to see you, huh? When?
This again.
It's been months since we spent time together.
We saw each other barely 5 days ago when you brought a monster child into the second most restricted room in the Citadel.
For 5 seconds? And you were working and yelling at me, but not in a fun way.
We spoke about the Soul Keeper 2 days before that.
Okay, so that time you did yell at me in a fun way, but that was also for like 5 seconds, and you spent the whole rest of the time talking about work. When's the last time we just had a day together, huh? How many more months do we have to rot away and wait for you? Just rot until all that's left is a skeleton. A beautiful, perfect skeleton. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry. All right? I am. It has been a long time. Too long. But the captains of the guard before me have left that citadel a mess. One I've been cleaning as thoroughly as possible.
Yes,
and
very thorough.
I have a very demanding job. But I have to do it perfectly, because you know all of this is conditional. My work is the only reason these people tolerate me.
Do they, though? And even if they did, you'd really settle for that. Them tolerating you.
It's better than we've ever had before, and you know it.
Better doesn't mean good, and you know it.
Fine. You can come along. But this matter is extremely time-sensitive. Do you hear me? If you're coming with me, you're working.
Okay, but can we call it something more fun than work? Like playing? Or having hours and hours of sweaty toe curling?
No.
Tickles? No? No tickles, huh? Whatever you say, Captain. What are we looking for here besides the giant man who clearly isn't anywhere in this clearing? Also, you're right, and I was spying on you, and I'm not sorry about it at all.
I'm nearly done here, I think. The only other place I can think to look is inside that mound of dirt, but shoveling it away without disturbing evidence could take hours.
Don't say another word. Heard you loud and clear, baby. There. Who needs shovels when you have explosions?
If there was anything in there, you've just destroyed it.
Oh, well, I'd say sorry, but who needs apologies when you have explosions? Babe, you aren't laughing.
Well, there wasn't a body in here, at least. All right. Our next stop should be Milltown itself. It is perhaps a saving grace that I hadn't the time to change into my armor. If the Kite spots us, it should be easier to blend in. We only have until sundown to prevent him from burning Milltown. Damn it. You've made me lose my bearings. Which way is Milltown?
Oh, I know. If you want to get to Milltown, all you have to do is to follow those huge plumes of smoke in the sky.
Follow the what?
Or if you don't like that, you could follow the smell of a small village reduced to ashes a couple of hours ago. But I didn't think your nose was as good as mine, so...
He can't have.
Oh, babes, wait for me!
No. It's gone. He said sundown. According to Angelo, the Kite said he wouldn't burn Milltown for hours.
Well, he didn't burn all of it. There's that building there, and that one, and...
I see them, yes.
Don't get snippy. I was making a point.
Don't touch anything.
I'm not going to, okay? Ooh, it must have been a beautiful burn. Look at the char patterns on those stones, babe. Oh, and the heat shadows don't have any one source. Plus there's the broken glass, a little melted, and... He must have thrown 5 or 6 torches at this one house. But those ones over there, they aren't even singed. Well, I'll give him points for passion, but this doesn't look very organized.
Disorganized. That doesn't sound like his usual behavior. 1 killing every night. A magic stone by pigeon at the same time each morning. The Kite clearly knows how to package intimidation with expectation, but this seems rushed.
Maybe something chased him off.
I don't see what could, if he beat Angelo so easily.
Maybe he just got... mad?
That I could believe. But if that's the case, then the people here... He wouldn't be satisfied with just burning their homes. We have to look for survivors, quickly. What is that?
I don't know, but it feels... tingly.
This fog. How long has the fog been here? How did we not notice it?
It's kind of hard to see through the smoke, babe. Ooh, it is pretty, though. I've never seen a golden fog before.
Magic. The Kite must have laid a trap for us, and we've stepped right into it.
Turn back. Now.
Is that him? Is that the Kite?
I don't know. I can hardly hear all this wind.
You are not welcome here. Milltown can take care of itself.
Do you see that? There's someone standing in the town square. A swordsman with...
Leave now. This is your last warning.
He's gone.
You're sure it wasn't the Kite?
I've never heard this voice before. Get up. We're looking for survivors.
Even after the spooky, scary voice
Because the voice said, I won't leave these people with him, whatever he is.
Oh, there's my baby, with murder in her eyes. Let's hunt for clues.
Thank you very much, Sister Bole. That will be all. Oh, la la. You know better than to eat that way. Have I taught you nothing?
Sorry, Abbas. Excuse me.
Oh, la la.
What? I said excuse me.
I don't know what kind of strange dreams you had last night, dear, but they've certainly taught you some poor behavior.
Dreams? Did I have strange dreams last night? I don't
Not
remember.
to mention your appetite. You'd think we starve you, poor thing. You've eaten nearly 4 breakfasts already.
Oh, I suppose I did. My apologies, Abbas. I wonder if perhaps I've fallen ill? I feel also very tired and very weak. Besides, even Tail has dragged itself upon the floor, and typically Tail is far too proud for that sort of behavior, because...
Quiet now, dear. If you've exhausted yourself, then prattling won't help. Let me feel your forehead now.
Yes, Abbas?
A bit cold, if anything. Did you do anything strenuous yesterday?
Not that I can recall. I spent all day in bed yesterday as well, I think. And then the night came, and Sir Angelo, and...
I see. So you were training with Sister Mina all day. Well, then I think your exhaustion is quite justified. It takes a great deal of physical and emotional exertion to pierce granite with one's fist.
If you say so, Abbas. Suddenly I'm having great difficulty remembering...
Well, although it greatly disappoints me that you are not in the proper condition for your lessons today, dear, I see no sense in you paying for Sister Mina's error. I shall have a word with her about not overexerting you, and you shall return to bed after you've finished breakfast.
Thank you, Abbas, but I'm not at all sleepy.
Oh, you won't be sleeping, dear. I have lessons for you to conduct on your own. It's high time you learned to read, and so you will study this list of psalms to death, and tomorrow you will recite them for me. Here.
Oh. Thank you, Abbas. I will put them in my robes and keep them very safe.
And do not try to tell me you've lost those lessons already, Olala. I've just watched you put them in your robes.
No, Abbas, I wasn't going to say that. Well, I was going to say that later, but it is not why I gasped. And to be clear, I may still say it, but I've just remembered something.
Oh, la la.
I have to see Tile right away, Abbas. I think I may have, borrowed something from her by accident.
You have
to... Well, perhaps you would like to know what it is that I borrowed, but actually I cannot tell you because, it's private. And perhaps you want to know how I saw Tile, even though she only wakes when I'm supposed to be asleep, but I will go...
Oh, la la. Oh, la la. Stop. One thing at a time, dear. I haven't followed anything you've said.
Abbas, I need to return something to Tile as soon as possible. Please, because...
You've lost me already, Olala. Who is Tile?
Who is... I do not know if this is a joke of some kind, Abbas, but I would really like to see Tile, please.
Is this an imaginary friend of yours?
This is not funny, Abbas. I need to see Tile.
Oh, la la. You will not raise your voice with me.
I will if you keep scaring me for no reason. Tile has to be here. She promised me that... Oh.
What a very long day you've had, dear. I think perhaps it is time for bed. Did you enjoy your dinner?
Dinner? But... wasn't I eating breakfast?
And talking nonsense, too. Sister Bole, would you please take Olala to her chambers?
Yes, Abbas. Come along, Olala. You really shouldn't stay up so late. Sleep deprivation can cause many difficulties. Headaches, dizziness, memory loss.
I am quite dizzy, Sister Bole, but... I just remembered. Sister Bole, I have an errand I must complete. Can we please stop by Sister Tile's chambers for a moment?
You were saying, Olala?
I don't remember, Sister Bole.
Perhaps that's best, child. Perhaps that's best.
Tail. Psst. Are you awake? I cannot sleep either. I'm not tired even the slightest bit. I've not felt this way since the abbess tried to make us have a nap time. You are very right, Tail. We could never sleep during nap time, so instead we took the opportunity to sneak where nobody would expect us. Oh, do not worry so, Tail. We shan't cause trouble tonight. It can't be trouble, because tonight our cause is just. We must return Tile's thought stream. Now let's sneak out. Hush, Tail! You'll give us away! I see. It seems that all the sisters really have gone to bed. I do not know. But that meal we ate with the abbess, I could swear an oath that was breakfast, not dinner. And that is not the only thing that feels strange to me, Tail. The abbess said that we were training all day yesterday, but I cannot find any calluses on my knuckles, and it does not feel like we trained yesterday, does it? See? It feels like a long time, a very long time. And then there was that strange joke about Sister Tile. Do you not remember, Tail? That is strange. I had forgotten until a moment ago as well. But the abbess and Sister Bole pretended they had never heard of Tile before, which was not funny. Not when she promised me... What did Sister Tile promise me the last time we spoke? Well, then we shall ask her ourselves, for these are her chambers now. The door is stuck. Well then, we shall just have to sneak underneath it.
All right, Tail, let us proceed. Oh my! What is all this? It is very dusty in here. I have never known Sister Tile to be so messy.
Oh dear, sister. I am sorry if I have interrupted your work. You see, I was only... Sister Tile? Why is it so dark in your chambers? Why is it so cold? Good idea, Tail. I believe her lantern was right. Here. What happened here? Sister Tile? Sister Tile? Her bedroll is empty and... Ew. All these cobwebs and all this dust, Tail? And why are there leaves everywhere? Sister Tile's wall is broken. It's far too cold to sleep in here. But I don't think our sister has slept in here. Not in months and months, even though we saw her yesterday. Did we really see her yesterday, Tail?
I think I heard the call from in here, Abbess. Step aside, sister, and I'll unlock it.
Something is strange here, Tail. Something is very, very strange.
Oh, la la, what has gotten into you?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Nothing wrong? I find you standing in these forbidden chambers, and you say you've done nothing wrong?
They aren't forbidden. I come here all the time.
You certainly do not. Do not lie to the abbess, Olala. It is my responsibility to watch you, and if you lie to her, that reflects very poorly.
It is not your responsibility. It is Sister Tile's. Sister Tile watches me, and this is Sister Tile's room, and I want to see her now.
Tall tales will not get you out of this one, young lady.
I'm not lying. This is Sister Tile's room, not some forbidden chamber. And I love all my sisters, but Tile is the one who found me when I was a baby. And no matter what you say, you can never make me forget her. She told me stories and spoke with me when I had nightmares and listened to me. And she told me this Garden of Graves would always be my home.
It is your home, dear. And it always will be.
Not if you lie to me like everyone else.
Who else, Olala? Who else could have lied to you?
I don't remember. But I know they were real, and I know Tile was real because she gave me this.
Oh, la la. Where did you find that?
It doesn't matter.
Give it to me.
It's Tile's. and I shall only give it to her. So stop lying about not knowing her and tell me where she is.
As I've told you before, dear, Sister Tile has gone on a very long journey and will not be back for some time.
She won't?
But never fret. You will see her again. That is what she promised you, after all.
Promised me. She promised me when we were running away from her. Whoa.
Now I think it's time we brought you back to bed, little Olala.
I am quite tired.
But first, perhaps you could give me those cards you borrowed. They are very precious, and I think we ought to lock them away until Sister Tile returns.
Give you the thought stream?
Yes, dear. Just hand it here.
No.
What?
No. It was Sister Tile's task to protect these cards, and she gave them to me. That means it is my task now.
Olala, don't you think...
No.
Olala, I simply will not tolerate...
No! I won't give you the thought stream, and I don't believe Sister Tile has gone on a journey, and I will not stop until you tell me what's happened to Sister Tile.
She's overtired. Bring her to her chambers. We'll let her rest for the day.
No! You will not touch me. Where is Tile? Where? Let go of me. Let go.
If you've enjoyed this tale, please consider donating to the Penumbra on Patreon. Our artists work tirelessly to bring you these stories, and if you have the means, we hope you will support our efforts. Every dollar helps. You can find that page at patreon.com/thpenumbrapodcast. If you support us on Patreon at the $10 level or higher, you'll receive access to commentary tracks like this one from actor Leslie Drescher and co-creator Sophie Takagi Kaner.
I love, because I see this in other relationships too, like in real life, I love we understand that I am being very cruel to you and you are being very jerky to me, and we both love it, and we both act like we don't love it.
Yes. But we love it.
And then sometimes we kiss.
Frequently, it sounds like.
Yeah, we do kiss a bunch. Well, how else am I going to know that she's joking? And how is she going to know that I'm not really angry?
Right. No, they have a nice...
Oh no, as it turns out, we're all Telfrins just wanting couples with.
Did you know that the Penumbra has merchandise for sale? It's true. The Penumbra has partnered with DFTBA to bring you the posters, shirts, pins, and socks your hearts desire. Just go to dftba.com and search for the Penumbra podcast. We would like to give special thanks to all who support us on Patreon, but especially to In Memory of Spiral Opal, Zana, Jeanette, Valentine, Ren McKinnon, Lucy Biles, Mixed President of the Nereev Apologists Association, Deity Hearted, Tazatui, Points at Olala, is anybody going to adopt that? Sad Gay in favor of saving Peter Nereev's arc with the power of true love, Michael David Smith, But Sir Damien, if you're by and I'm by, who's flying the plane? Liz Nexus, Win Buckley saves the universe, No joke, today I just missed Second Citadel so bad, Caroline Seidman, Freya, Jay Yanizelli, Karen ZH, Dante Smith, Red L, Kim Dauber, NB Shaper, Minchowski, Jasper James, and Jamie Gunter for their incredibly generous contributions per episode. Thank you. This tale, The Priestess's Fortune, was told by the following people: Leslie Drescher as Sir Caroline, Marge Dunn as Olala, Melissa DeJesus as Kuan Yi, Allison Choate as the Abbess, Jason Mellon as Sir Talfrid, Sarah Gazdovich as Sister Bole, and Jimily as Ale, Alexander Stravinsky as Sir Absalom, and Simon Moody as the Kite. The Penumbra is created and produced by Sophie Takagi Kaner and Kevin Vibert. If you wish to know more about our ever-expanding, infinitely creative team of artists, musicians, editors, designers, and managers, you can read about them in the show notes of this episode. I'm afraid that is our time for today, dear travelers. We hope you will join us again soon.